8 dias.
Say it again.
Rolling.
Rolling.
Flowing.
Legato, flowing. Okay, well let's go with those three. Think those as you sing it. And are you doing it in Latin right now?
Yes.
No syllables or anything, just Latin.
Right, and if it makes sense to break it down just that, we can do that.
Okay, so let me hear. And James, this is totally new to you, right? So you're just listening soprano, alto right now? Is that what we're doing?
Right, yeah, he's practiced the tenor line once
Oh,
before,
yeah.
just one time through, but you know, for now it might be nice just to listen to the melody, I think.
Okay.
So,
Let's do that. So one,
yes.
Thank you.
let's go about 3, 4.
Sorry, lost.
Okay, let's go backwards. Let's go backwards. We're going to start with the Alleluia. Say Alleluia.
Alleluia.
Now, would you take your hand and present Lou? Alleluia.
Alleluia.
Yes. So every time you say that word, Alleluia, which you'll say a lot at Easter, go for the Lou. And it's a presentation of it, right? Alleluia. So sopranos, Alleluia. It's written so beautifully so that you can blossom on that Lou, right? So sing that. Sing that. So sopranos.
Actually, I apologize, I'm gonna actually just ask you guys to move down a little bit, and let's, Denise, would you mind just trading places, with Lenny here, how about that? Yeah.
Okay.
There we go, that's good, yeah, okay, that's good, there we go.
Okay.
Thank you.
Ready, go. Sing Alleluia with your hand. Alleluia. Marie, is it? You have so taken to heart the whole your book flat, right? But look at her posture. She's sitting tall.
That's good.
And she's got her book flat so those ribs can stay out. So this is very helpful. So you really want your feet on the floor. These chairs have that little cheer footrest bar, right? It's not so great for singers. So pull the body towards the edge of the chair. And if it's uncomfortable, because you're taller, you can actually stick a foot under, like behind that bar. I should probably just show you. So that you feel like you can get the support that you need. So like your foot can be back so you feel like you're standing from the waist up. Okay? So, sopranos, your last. Alleluia, ready, go. Alleluia. So many vowels that we worked on in our warm-up, right? Good. Listen across your section so that your sound matches what's happening around you. Ready, go. Yes. So altos, your job is to figure out which of their 3 vowels you think is the best. Is it the e, u, or the a? Ready, go. What do you think?
I like the I don't know what you think about it.
The ah too.
Yeah. What do you
Do
guys
you know
think?
why you like it the best?
What's blending nicely?
It's
but-
warmer.
Yeah.
It's warmer. Listen to your Alleluia and really listen to the ah vowel. And it's warmer because there's more space in it. So say ah and then go eh. Ah, eh. Ah, eh. But get up in the singer's voice, right? Not ah, eh. It's harder to hear, right? Ah. put some of that into the beginning, right? You start with ah. Here's your last Alleluia. 1, 2. One more time. So your eyes, how many notes on an ah? 4. Thank you. Ready, go. Good for you. Start your first Alleluia. End of the second to last line. 1 and 2. Good. When you do this, we said Lu was going to be presented, right?
Right.
And you let it blossom up there, because we can get Alleluia, lock it in, and it gets a little brassy.
Yeah, right.
The lotus flower
Let
just
it grow.
keeps opening to the sun, right?
Right.
1, 2. Good for you. When you come to that first ya, it surprises you a little bit because of counting. So 1, 2, 3, change to 1. So it's 3, 2, 1. They made that part easy, but it doesn't feel super rhythmic. Ready, go. Nicely done. Keep that in mind. Altos, let's pick you up there on the end of that second to last line. 1, 2. Good for you. Blending pretty well?
So.
Listen for your favorite vowel that they sing. Okay? Altos alone. 1 and 2. Your favorite vowel? Alleluia. That one?
Leg.
Alleluia.
That seemed to be more blended.
Yes. Say ah, altos.
Ah.
Ah. Say
Ah.
ah. Ah, like a sigh. Ah. Say loo.
Loo.
Oh, yes, that's different actually than how you sang it. That's warmer.
Loo.
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 Yes, thanks for using your hand. Loo.
Loo.
Right, we presented it. That's how the sopranos showed us, right? So, alleluia. Alleluia. It's on the breath.
Hallelujah.
Alleluia. Do you know what alleluia means?
Rejoice, doesn't it?
This is like an unbridled praise, right? So when you sing Alleluia, it doesn't make sense. It's Alleluia, right? Rejoicing. Here we go, altos. Last 2 notes of that second to last line. 1 and 2. Can you do your last Alleluia only and do it all in one breath? Ready, go. Was it hard to make it in one breath?
No, just more control.
No, because you had a really good breath beforehand. So take your pencil and mark a big check mark or a comma, however you like to mark your breaths. I tend to make a big check mark. But if you get the type of breath that fills you up completely in between those 2 Alleluias, you won't need a breath when you, even if you were to slow down on that very last Alleluia. Now, the danger in that is punching ya of the first Alleluia.
Do you mind if I ask a question on the breathing? Last time you had indicated it's different ways, and from band to singing is different on how we breathe. And you mentioned when you're taking a breath, have your mouth in the shape when you're inhaling. Now, overcoming a quick breath is hard because we're trying to shove it down there. I'm wondering, people shall breathe through their mouth on this one, not their nose. I just want to double check that.
Yes,
right?
especially in this spot because you end on an ah vowel and you start on an ah vowel. So nothing has to change. So it's alleluia, alleluia.
Okay.
So the mouth stays open.
Perfect.
It's actually about as easy as it could get right there. Okay? So let's go to the two alleluias, and when you get to the end of the first one, pull back a little bit on that so you don't get luya, and you punch the ya in an effort to release and breathe quickly. Right? That's the danger. Okay? 1 and 2. Nicely phrased. Good for you. Let's try both together. Both parts. And the second to last line. 1 and 2. Thank you. Ya. Ya. Alleluia. 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 So, yeah, can get clipped. And if you're to listen back to it, you'll hear the clipping that's happening because you're trying to read there. So this time, we're not actually going to finish the last phrase. We're going to start where we started, and you're going to sing with the breath there. No, you're going to sing without the breath there. So it's going to be this. Sorry, go to Alleluia. Just try to make it through the breath so that you hear how it doesn't clip. Okay? Sure. Both parts. So 1 and 2. Make the whole phrase, right, without taking the breath. But can you create the end of the alleluia to sound just as beautiful as you did when you didn't breathe?
Okay.
Okay? 1 and 2. Yes, something to work towards. Did you hear the difference?
Yeah.
Yes.
You didn't shout at the end.
No, you didn't shout. Let's back it up. Sopranos, do you want to go from the confite mini? This is the third line. 1, 2, breathe, and confite mini. There's a Y in there, but it's not chewed upon. A-use, where the diphthong happens on the first part. A-use. A-use. That was very good. A-use. Okay? There's more text in this section, right? It said confite mini. Confite mini. Say mini. 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 Kind of burying it. Doesn't need to be buried, it just needs to be puckered. Confite mini. Confite mini. Good. Say domino. Domino. Quonium. Quonium. Bonus. Bonus. Quonium. Quonium. In. 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 There you go. Because the temptation you need to do it in or in. It needs to be in. Good. In seculum.
Seculum.
In seculum.
Seculum.
Do you hear the k in the middle of that? Seculum. Seculum. Misericordia. Misericordia. Cordia. Cordia. There are a couple different versions that you can listen to of this, and sometimes those consonants really, really pop. And you can hear it in the recording that you sent of Cantate Dominum too.
Right.
Enjoy those. This one isn't as fast as Cantate, but doesn't mean that the consonants are any less vibrant.
Would you roll that R? Miseri. Miseri.
Would I roll it?
Yeah.
Misericordia. Yeah?
Yeah.
I totally would.
Roll that corner.
And if you can't roll it, then flip it. But definitely don't Americanize it.
Right.
Definitely not that. Sopranos,
Corner, don't do
confitetti.
Can you sing the difference between rolling or flipping?
Sure. Misericordia. That's just a flip. Say d, 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 d. Okay? When you flip an R, it's like saying a D. So, miseri, miseri. Hear that? Miseri.
Miseri.
Or if it's rolled, misericordia. The tongue flutters, right? I love roll R's actually. I do them on American Pieces, which is always a point of discussion with my colleagues, but anytime you can roll it, why not, right? Here's sopranos at confite on the third line. 1 and 2. Confite mini. I'm sorry to stop you, but what's the first sound? Let it pop, right? Pop. 1 and 2. Confite mini domino, conio bonus, conio in seculum meas. You came out of the sound that you've had the whole time there when you got to me. Back to that fixed E sound, right? Good. Also, let's have you there. Confite. 1 and 2.
Confite mini domino conio bonus.
Typical alto part, right? We get to change pitch, right? So enjoy the long note, like when you have do. That's your moment to warm that sound and enjoy the vowel. So here's confite again. Make those same notes come alive because you're using consonants. Okay? You're not down in one note. You are an alto. Ready, go.
Confite mini domino conio bonus, quoniam in seculum misericordia.
So it's miseri. Are you putting both seri?
We are, yeah, seri, yeah.
Okay, so you want to do the say together. Okay. So can you start on that second to last line now and write on miseri? Ready, go.
Misericordia.
Sing. Cordia.
Cordia.
Do you hear how you have to pull back more? Dio. Dio. Sometimes the beauty of the sound is actually in the quiet singing, right? We think of power and projection because we want that. They're actually projecting quite well. Now be sensitive with it. By the way, if I had a choir that always did this kind of posture, I would just rejoice every night. You're doing great. Pay attention to how your body feels, especially if you're not singing at the time. You can sit back a little bit. Here's misericordia. Altos, go.
Misericordia.
Beautiful. Nice ooh vowel. Good. Let's put them together. Confite.
Can I get like a what you want us to do with the dynamics on this? At that, or not yet?
Yes, you can. I'm not particular about, I want you to sing this forte or this piano. What I really want you to do is be sensitive within a word.
Mhm.
So, for example, the word quonium, the first syllable is going to be bigger, right? So that your word quonium dies out a little bit. Does that make sense? And then when you have like confitemini, right? We're going for te. Confitemini. And then domino, right? So that there's some swell and some ebbing when you actually have each individual word. Okay, overall, we've got the phrase, But over this phrase, you've got pockets of bringing out texts and emphasizing
Okay.
the important syllable. Does that
Okay.
make sense?
It does.
That's a great question. So here we go, everybody on the third line, confite. Ready, and confite Hear the difference in that?
Yeah, that's
That really sang with some ebb and flow. Back it up, beginning. Sopranos will take you first. 1 and 2.
Where are we
Sorry. Pick, and go. Pick, dias. Right there. Dias. Dias. Yes, you have an alto moment. Same note, maybe different. Ready, go. Pick, dias. Good. Concertito, 2, 3. So there's a sense in this phrase, oh my heavens, are we ever going to end it? It just keeps going, right? So even though you're ebbing and flowing and doing this, it just keeps going and going until we finally get to the end of that second line. Okay, so get a sense of that. I'm still going, I still have a goal, and now it's done. Okay, make us wait for that. Can we start in your second phrase? Quam fecit. Ready, and a 1. Quam fecit domino. Can you stand up? Needs a little do do do.
Yeah.
1 and 2. Quam fecit dominus exultet. So on that X. Exult gets 2 beats. Rego. Exultemus lift those eyebrows. There you go. And I'm taking has more resonance to it and more warmth. Good for you. Start at the exulte, sopranos. And 1. Exultemus Part of it's because you're starting to run out of breath a little bit. So you're not thinking of this as much, you're just trying to make it through the phrase. But make sure that you warm that A off. Okay? Think about that while I go to altos from the beginning. And breathe. Come back on this, just like the sopranos. Good. Good. If you were to assign yourself a string instrument for your part, would you be violin, viola, cello, or bass?
I'm thinking cello.
Cello.
Yes.
Cello?
I'm thinking cello.
Can you sing it as if you're a cello? Some of that rich tone, long drawn out bows. And really, when I think of cello, right, it engages my core right away because that's a seated instrument, right? Here we go. Beginning, ready, go. Exdies, omneci dominus, exultemus et lecem, good It enriches your sound a little bit. We're cellos, beautiful cellos. Both parts, beginning. Ready, go. Exdies, omneci dominus, exultemus et lectem urine. where we started.
Yeah.
Can you do your Alleluias again? And
Yeah.
think back to the things that we worked on, because
Sure.
it's been a while from that section until now. And sing the Alleluias like we know to do. 1 and 2. I love your effort. Alleluia. Say it. Alleluia. It's Lou is the presentation, right? Here we go. Yeah, what are we there? What do we call that?
Fading.
When you all sing the same note.
Unison.
We're in unison. So all along, we've got all of these parts weaving, right? And then all of a sudden, we arrive together. So it's a really cool moment if we're matching vowels and really supporting that breath. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, have a seat. Let's move on.
Great.
From top to dome.
Shall I play it? Yeah.
Sure.
Stop this.